Yeah, yeah. What you wanna be, yeah. Shawty hold me down, yeah, when she not here. Oh, baby, I'm drowning when you not here. Shawty, it was you and me this time last year. Now it's just me and I'm looking in the past, yeah. I'll be patient for you. I've been
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Darian. If you are new here, and I love to do beauty content, lifestyle content, and travel content, which is one of my favorites to do. I am in Cartagena, Colombia, and I am taking you guys with me. Y'all, I got here yesterday at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so this is my first time really getting on camera and talking to y'all. Not because I didn't want to, y'all. I really wanted to come in and, you know, do the whole intro and, you know, fill you guys in, but I was exhausted yesterday. Every time I thought about getting on this camera, it was given no ma'am. It was given we can talk another day. So it is the next day. It's about, I think, almost 12 o'clock. Yeah, it's like 11:46 Colombia time. So I'm actually, when I get ready to head out of here, I'm going to go get some food and maybe walk around a little bit. I might come back here and then go back out later to the walled city, but we'll see how everything goes as far as plans, y'all. So when I first got to Cartagena, I don't know about the other parts of Colombia, but when I first got to Cartagena, one of the first things I felt was, I don't know if this is, if you're looking to solo travel, probably the best place to go as like a first solo travel trip. Honestly, I feel like this might be a place to go with more of like a group, or if you have friends and you want to go on a trip like that. The reason I say that is because I feel like you have to have like a strong kind of like mindset out here to be able to say no and stuff like that, because immediately getting off the plane, y'all, they was trying to hustle the sister. So things like when you're walking out the airport, they're trying to grab your bags and put it in the car because they're expecting you to pay them. Or even when yesterday, just walking on the beach, they're following you on the beach to try to sell you stuff. Even after saying no, they're still trying to persistently, you know, trying to sell stuff to you. And my driver, the one who took me from the airport to the hotel, he filled me in on everything and was like, you know, you got to be careful because people will like put stuff on you, like souvenirs and stuff like that on you, and then basically make you pay. So if you're somebody who's not necessarily, I guess, strong in that way of saying no, or, you know, maybe you don't feel comfortable in situations like that, this might be a place to travel with multiple people. But other than that, I feel like, you know, it's fine. We're gonna see, we're gonna do what we do. And I've seen other people solo travel here, so I just feel like it's just something that either, you know, in your spirit is for you or not. But this is a birthday trip, a solo birthday trip. I don't mind traveling with others, but I've been in my solo travel era, and then I also understand that not everybody is able to travel with me at this moment in my life. So I just want to take advantage of this time in my life and make the most of it. Okay, so a girl just turned 30. She a grown woman now, right? But anyway, yesterday was good, y'all. Not me trying to act like I know how to speak Spanish. So yesterday I'm in the car with the driver and we're talking, and he doesn't speak English, so we're like going back and forth through Google Translator. So we're talking, and I was like, yeah, it's fuego outside. Confidently too. And he was like, fuego? Oh, you mean caliente? And I'm like, yeah, that's the word. That's what I meant. And I said it confidently too, okay? You wouldn't have known if he wouldn't have said nothing. So I learned some proper Spanish yesterday. But yeah, once I got to the hotel, everything was cool. I had basically just came back to my room and chilled for a little bit. Then I went to go eat, and I walked around to see some of the stuff on the hotel. So there is a beach near the hotel, like there are people in the water and everything. So once I go eat, I might come back to the hotel and get in the water and stuff, and then go to the walled city later. It just depends on how everything kind of, I guess, pans out. And then they have a pool and all that, bar, normal resort slash hotel things. But yes, last night after I ate, I came back to the room again, and I was just working on stuff. I was just too tired to do anything super strenuous that would require me to like think about talking in my words and all that. So I ended up leaving the room again. I went and got a pina colada and came back up to the room, and then I went to sleep, y'all. So I slept from probably like 10 o'clock last night, and then I set my alarm early for 7 because in my mind I was gonna wake up and go work out this morning. And I couldn't stop pressing snooze. I could not pull myself to get out of bed. And I believe it's because I just was tired, like physically tired. So I got out of bed like 10-ish, 10:30 maybe. And now I'm ready to explore the day. Go and see what Cartagena has to offer. So first things first, when I do get ready to get out of here, the restaurant that I want to go see is Boca Rica Restaurante. It says it's like a 15-minute walk from here, a 4-minute drive. I see that Uber seems to be a thing here, but also they have taxis. Actually, my driver told me not to go with a taxi. The way he was saying it is not necessarily safe to go with the taxis here, but he said Uber and basically through a company, transport around here is pretty much the best options. Okay, so I am about to get off the camera for a little bit so I can just get all my stuff together so I can get ready to get out the room and start the day. I am about to show you guys a tour of the room, and then I will catch back up with y'all in a little bit. Alright, you guys, so let's go ahead and do this quick room tour. First thing first, walking in, you have the bathroom to the right. This was a really nice bathroom. I enjoyed it. I felt like I had a good amount of space, and then I liked the toilet being ducked off. And I also really love this glass wall right there. Same thing as with the shower. The shower is really nice, very spacious. And then here's me, so tired, y'all. You do get a coffee bar, as most hotels have that standard. And then you also have a fridge. The one thing I wish this room did have was a microwave, but I understand that not all hotels have the microwaves in the rooms. Yes, I just got so used to hotels having microwaves, so now when I travel, I see that that truly is a luxury. And then this is the room. The bed was a queen size bed. I had a TV in here. I love this little bench in here. That was very convenient. And then I have a table in here, small little table, and another chair. The decor was very nice, simple, and I felt like did give a vacation kind of feel. My favorite part of this whole stay, you guys, was this patio showing the city view. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I would just come out here like every day and just sit out here morning and night in between my time of being at the hotel. Look at this view. And I love how they like cut it off on the sides where you don't have anything that you can see on the sides between the rooms, but you just have this straight view. The affordability for this view was so worth it. Okay, y'all, so let's hop back into the vlog. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to head out. I just have on this romper from Shein. It's cute, and I actually feel like it's a little big. And then I just have my Glamaholic Lifestyle fanny pack in pink. It looked like it's blending in with everything, but yeah, this is what I'm wearing. I guess I'll show you the shoes. And then I have on these shoes. So I just booked an Uber that will be here in like any minute. Instead of walking, the guy inside of the hotel said it's too hot to walk basically. So yeah, I'm on the way to Boca Rica restaurant. Apparently there is another restaurant with Boca in it that he thought I was talking about, so that may be good too. Hello.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, yeah. What you wanna be, yeah. Shawty hold me down, yeah, when she not here. Oh, baby, I'm drowning when you not here. Shawty, it was you and me this time last year. Now it's just me and I'm looking in the past, yeah. I'll be patient for you. I've been praying for you. Praying for you to come on to me, yeah. I'ma bring you back, shawty, yeah, you'll see, yeah. You was down, shawty, way back when, yeah. We was lighting up, we was more than friends, yeah. Now you done, you don't even pretend. You got a little love, but the rest is spent. Shawty, hold me down, yeah, when she not here. Oh, baby, I'm drowning when you not here.
So I am just checking in. It is about 3 o'clock now. I came back to the hotel and I was just chilling and relaxing. I'm about to leave in a little bit to go to the walled city in Cartagena. Y'all, let's talk about the food. That food at that restaurant, I honestly feel like a lot of the food that I get honestly is a 10 out of 10. But seriously, that was some good authentic Colombian food. And prices here are so affordable, you cannot really beat it. The woman who was serving me gave me such good service. I ended up getting, basically it was rice and chicken. It was seasoned so good, marinated so good. It had veggies mixed in there, and the fries were one of the sides. And then I ended up getting a cherry limeade. Y'all, cherry limeade was so fresh. And then I had a pina colada. That glass it was almost as big as my head, okay? So you definitely do get your money's worth. I think altogether my order was probably around $30. $30 for all of that. All of that back home would have probably easily been at least $50, and my pina colada would have been probably about half the size. So far I've definitely seen that you get a good amount of stuff as far as like food and stuff. Even at the hotel, I feel like it hasn't really been too much. And yeah, the service was good, so I really enjoyed it, y'all. If y'all are in Cartagena and you're looking for a place to eat and you want some authentic food that tastes good, that food was amazing. I still have some left. I'm finishing that up later. Also, I want to say that my experiences catching Ubers have been so easy and pretty quick and efficient. I was thinking about, you know, reaching out to the driver that took me from the airport. Like he said, he'll drive me and everything, but honestly, it's still cheaper with the Ubers I've been getting, and I just feel more comfortable doing Uber versus, you know, like the driver just picking me up, taking me different places. But so far everything has been good. I'm about to head out of here because I do want to come back and get in the pool later. I believe it closes at 8, so I'm about to make the most of this experience, and I want to go on the beach for a little bit. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
En ti todo el día, en cómo me mirabas, en cómo te lo hacía, nena, dime la verdad, si ese amor que tenías, si ahí adentro fue de despedida. Me down, yeah, when she not here. Oh, baby, I'm drowning when you not here. Shawty, it was you and me this time last year. Now it's just me and I'm looking in the past. Oh, yeah. Baby, about one night with me. Yeah, I know I made it, I'm a better with me.
Hello.
Like the movies, you just wanna drown, dress you up in jewelry, yeah. Wake up and think about you in the morning. Babe, what you need, let me know in the morning. Maybe if we could just go to the islands and find us some solace. You know what that time is, I said that I got you, I do. Girl, if I done, you gon' drown with me too, yeah, yeah. If you got problems, and I gotta solve them, I'm gon' be there for you. I'm gon' be there for you,
Shawty, hold me down, yeah, when she not here. Oh, baby, I'm drowning when you not here. Shawty, it was you and me this time last year. Now it's just me and I'm looking in the past, yeah.
Good morning, y'all. If I started sweating, I'm sorry. I'm outside trying to film, but I feel like I have been behind on keeping y'all updated because I just been trying to rest and not like overwork and push myself on this trip, but also I've been taking my time. So it is the next morning. Last night I just got in the pool for a little bit, but I wasn't able to stay long because they closed it like probably like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes after I got in. But I did have a good time yesterday at the walled city. It is crowded. It is crowded out there, and it is a weekday, so I wouldn't have expected it to be crowded like that. But they had some shops and restaurants and different things like that out there. I feel like going out there further confirmed for me that I feel like this is more of like a city that you travel with friends and go out and have fun versus just more so solo trip. You can come and do a solo trip here, but I just feel like it would be probably more of a fun experience to go with friends and a group so that you can go out and do more things. I personally, I don't know if I would recommend anyone although I am doing it, I personally don't know if I would tell everyone to come out here and just do a solo trip, if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, you guys, it's been so hot out here, but this morning I am about to go to a coffee place that I seen here yesterday. It's right by the hotel, so I'm gonna just walk there, give me a coffee and a sandwich, something like that, because I do have an excursion today. We're supposed to go to like this mud thing and get in the clay. I think it's from like a volcano or something, but I want to be able to, you know, like do some things before actually going there. So after I get coffee and stuff, I may go to the beach. We'll just see, y'all. It's like I've been taking my time and just enjoying being here. I usually do that, enjoy when I'm out doing traveling, but I'm just trying not to push myself. So yes, y'all, that's pretty much it right now. I will check back in a little bit. All right, y'all, I'm heading out of here. I cannot walk without this fan. It is so hot. I have not even checked the degrees of what it is here in Colombia, but I'm sweating in the room. I'm sweating just from going out on the patio for like maybe 10 minutes. It is, I think it's like 11 o'clock. So hopefully I shouldn't be at the cafe more than an hour and I can come back and enjoy some of the things on the, I wouldn't say resort, but technically it's a hotel. Enjoy some of the things in the hotel. I feel like it's still kind of giving resort because it has, you know, like the beach and all that right here. But all right, y'all, let's do this walk. I'm gonna have to get water when I get there. I didn't drink no water or nothing. I honestly thought about catching an Uber to the coffee place, but it's so close that I feel like it would be an absolute waste for them people to even come get me. So all I have to do is pretty much walk straight ahead and to the left. We can do that. Okay, y'all, so I am back in the room. I have put on my swimsuit because I am about to go outside to the beach and check it out. I feel like today is pretty much, right now, is pretty much the only time I really have to go to the beach. Maybe tomorrow, but tomorrow I have another excursion that's gonna be most of the day. But I just have on this two-piece from Shein. And I just threw on my shades. I made these shades actually. I designed them on like one of those websites and just pick the frames and the lens color. But it is hot, y'all. I don't even know if you can hear me, honestly, because I have this little fan going with the AC going. So I would definitely recommend, if you come here, to bring your little portable fan. This was $8.99 on Amazon, and I ordered it a couple of days before I came here. And somebody had recommended this fan to me. This fan is amazing. But it is so hot that even outside walking with this on full blast, I could barely feel this going. If I did not have this fan, I don't know what I would have done. But the cafe was nice. My cappuccino was good. And then I got a turkey and cheese sandwich, which was pretty good. Their mustard was a little different. Their mustard kind of tastes like, almost like they were trying to make it a honey mustard, but not really. Or it was like mixed with mayonnaise or something. That's kind of like what it tastes like versus American mustard. But other than that, it was good. I really wanted some orange juice, but they didn't have any. And I noticed that there are some other restaurants up and down the street. So if you do want to come here and you stay at this hotel, there are, you know, like different places you can walk to. And so far it's felt fine. Yes, there are people like on the streets and walking and trying to sell stuff and, you know, trying to talk to you, but overall I still have felt safe, you know, walking and everything. So I am about to get out of this room because I do have limited time. It's 12:47 and the people are supposed to come and pick me up from the hotel at 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna say I have 2 hours and 30 minutes to really be outside on the beach. And if I feel like I don't want to be on the beach, then I'll just go to the pool and then I'll catch back up with y'all then, or if I have time, then maybe I will fill you guys in on what's going on the beach. We'll see. Look, y'all, pretty. That one is cute. The bracelet. These two. Hello, hola. Go. Cool. Hola, can I have a towel, please? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
De nada. Hola.
Sun is white, everything and this is already.
Okay.
You're from?
Florida.
Your teeth is number one.
Huh?
Your teeth is number one.
My teeth?
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Natural?
Gracias. Hey y'all, so I have come back to the room. I've been outside for a couple of hours. The beach water feels so good. Only thing about that beach water is it's not the clearest. But the water felt so good. And I got in the pool, that felt good too. Y'all, so this man, you know, they try to talk to you or whatever out there on the beach. He said he thought I was 18. He was trying to get me to buy something, but you know what? I'll take it. Okay, y'all, so the guy just called that is supposed to pick me up. The company is Everything Cartagena. Normally, I guess you have to have 2 people to come to book the excursion. I guess that's more cost efficient, but I did reach out to the company and they're gonna let me do it, but I had to pay a little more. I think I paid like $99, and I think on Viator the tour is like, it's like either $60 or $80. I can't remember the exact number, but I wanted to do the tour. I wanted to do the mud, the massage, and all that. Also, with this tour, they give you the money to tip the people that do your massage, that's, I guess, photograph you in the mud and all those things. So it's like 3 different things. They do give you a meal, I believe, and I believe a drink. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out because the driver just called and said that he's here.
Original Batman. Let go. Blessings, blessings, blessings fall on me. Da 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 da. Stresses, stresses go away. Da 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 da. Introduction, catch me at your function. No discussion when we turn the mic on. Lights, camera, and then we action. Get our vibes on, spitting like a python. I'm an icon, picture perfect Nikon. Oluwa put the lights on, I put the mic on. In fashion, rocking high fashion. No fiction, it's a real life vision. Blessings, blessings, blessings fall on me. Da 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 da. Find me in Shaganapi, I'll be feeling happy. Even though I'm nappy, girl, them a call me papi. No, I'm not being cocky, never been too chatty. On this vivid journey.
Hey y'all, so I'm back in the room. I'm just gonna talk in the mic because I am outside on the patio and I do have neighbors next door on both sides. And so, yeah, I'm trying to keep it down. But I had a good experience. I had a good day today. It was just a lot going on. Where do I even start? The driver that drove me to the excursion, he was cool. He was nice. But I feel like that man was looking for his wife, okay? And then, y'all, on the way to the excursion, we got pulled over by the popos, okay? The policia stopped us and pulled us over. So that was a whole thing. Let's just get into it. So when I first got into the car, driver was so nice. I really didn't have any problems throughout the whole thing. First of all, he speaks Spanish. I speak English. There are certain words that I can pinpoint and like pick up whenever I hear Spanish. So it's kind of like, I just feel like I have heard certain words so many times throughout my life that I kind of know what people are talking about when those words are heard. So I can kind of like, depending on what we're talking about, kind of like speak in a conversation a little bit, or at least I've noticed that some people can understand me based off of keywords that I'll say from memory or stuff like that. Immediately when I got in the car, everything was all cool. I didn't feel weird about anything. And then the driver started with the questions. First he asked my name, where am I from, which I feel like is common. That's not anything like out of the norm or whatever. But mind you, we're communicating mostly through Google Translator or whatever translator was on his phone. So this is when things started to get a little weird, and not weird in a bad way, but kind of like, okay, I see things are shifting a little bit. So he tells me that I am very pretty in Spanish, which I feel like that is not like a terrible thing, you know, but again, in all the other rides that I've been in, that's not anything that, you know, drivers are just saying to the people that they're driving around. So I'm like, okay, thank you, it's not a big deal. Then he starts to ask like, oh, so what's your age, like how old are you? Now if you're watching this and you're more alert to certain things, that could be considered a red flag as far as, you know, I'm in another country. You know, these type of questions could be to try to see what could be done with me, you know, if you get what I'm saying. I still didn't feel like it was going in that direction though. Like I still felt safe, but it was like, this is a little like invasive, you know, for just, you know, just a regular drive. Nobody else, well, I was asked my age, but again, the context of me being asked my age by somebody else here was that just trying to be fresh or whatever. So again, I felt comfortable. I don't recommend just, you know, saying your age if you don't feel comfortable. I was like, I'm 30. Oh, he also asked, you know, like, are you here solo? And these are not questions that I would recommend, you know, people on a solo trip to just be divulging this information. But again, I felt safe, and then I had already talked to like the owner of the company and felt safe and all that thing, so I didn't make it a big deal. I'll just say use your discernment in life if you ever get in situations like this and don't feel comfortable. I didn't feel like I was in any immediate danger or anything like that. So he tells me after I told him my age that he was 37. When he's telling me this stuff, it's not like I'm like super overly like interested. It's not like I'm like, oh, so, you know, like tell me, like, you know, I hope you get what I'm saying. But, you know, being friendly, cordial, talking back. We're like, this few other things are said, and then we get along the ride. But I could feel the energy, like this man was given, like he was looking for him a woman. He also said that he was not from here. And, you know, I guess he's just here living now and working now and all those things. So again, just giving out his information. So fast forward, we're probably, mind you, the drive is about an hour. And again, I think it started to feel like, oh, this is not just regular cordial conversation when those certain questions were being asked that felt like I was on a date. I was not on a date, but it was given like this man was trying to make this a date, or at least see what he can get out of the situation. We are on this road and there are like 4 or 5 policemen just out of their car in the streets, and just like as cars are driving by, they're just flagging random cars to get over to the side. First of all, I'm already aggravated because I have an excursion booked and I'm trying to get to my excursion. This was not a part of the plan. Okay, being pulled over was not a part of the plan. So the police comes up to the car and starts questioning the driver and trying to get his ID, making sure he has his paperwork. What are y'all out here doing? And then he rolls the window down, like he makes the driver roll the window down, and he starts to ask, he's like, I don't know, I just knew he was asking me to hand over something. So the first thing that came to mind was my passport, because I need you to know that I'm not from here. I'm trying to get back home, okay? I just want to do this excursion, have fun, and continue on with my day. So I hand him the passport to see the passport, and then it just was giving shady. Like, it all was giving shady. But I see him go over to the other policemen, and you know, they're like whispering and, you know, all the things. So I'm like, okay, this is another country. I don't know how things go down here, so let me just, you know, cooperate, be quiet. So I'm like starting to get aggravated, like annoyed. The officers are talking to the driver, and so obviously like my antennas are up because I want to know what y'all are talking about. Again, other languages. And again, this is why I say I feel like this probably isn't the best place to maybe solo travel, in my opinion. So I'm sitting in the back seat. All I'm thinking about is, first of all, my excursion. What is going to happen with that? I mean, I know that's not the most important thing, but that's one of the first things that was on my mind, and the fact that the sun was going down, and how am I going to be able to finish my excursion. And then I started to think about, I don't know if this driver is in on it, you know. A lot of things were going through my mind. I don't know if he's in on something with the police. I don't know, you know, what's going on. So I pick up my phone and I start just like filming and swiping, you know, all the stuff that's going on, the people that are out there. And so I guess the officer that was still closer to the car, because the other officers was on the other side of the street, he comes to my side and is basically like, why are you filming us? Why are you filming this? And I was saying, well, I don't know what's going on. What's going on? This is all being translated through a phone. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And he's like, you need to go to your gallery and delete the video that you just took. So at first I was kind of like caught off guard. Like, why do you want me to delete the video if, this is all going on in my head? I know, when certain stuff is going on, I know when to keep my mouth shut. But in my mind, I'm just thinking like, this is giving shady. Why do I need to delete the video if, this is normal things? Nobody has said anything to me. You have my passport and I want my passport back. And I just keep hearing you talk to this man. So in my mind, this is me protecting myself in whatever way. Whether I have to send the video is taken or whatever I need to do. The guy is like translating back with the phone, and he was like, he wants you to delete the video, because I eventually just deleted it. I was like, whatever. I let him see me delete it, and then he was like, oh, he needs you to delete it from your recently deleted. I didn't do that. I didn't even know he knew about that. And so I'm like, dang, okay, whatever. I'll just delete it from my recently deleted, because the driver was like, you're messing me up, like you're making things worse for me. So I'm like, okay, I just delete the video, go on, so we can just go on about the business. And I tell the officer, again, this may not have been the most important thing, but to me this was the most important thing. I tell the officer, can you explain to me what is going on in this situation right now? Because I have an excursion. I show him the excursion thing that I booked. I'm like, I have an excursion that I'm trying to get to. Okay, the time. So he comes back through the app translated, and is basically saying the driver doesn't have a certain color tag, so he's not supposed to be transporting me. So basically what I am getting from being here is that they don't really like for you to use Uber. They don't really like for you to have your own drivers. They want you to take their taxis. And I'm seeing that this is even at the hotel that I'm at. That's a thing. They want you to get their taxis versus you getting your own Uber. So it's kind of like a gray area about if Uber is legal here. Like, it works here, it's offered here, you get your own passcode when your car gets here, but it's like a gray area. And I'm sure it has something to do with money. Most things in life all boils down to money. I'm just traveling here, but to me the Ubers have been working fine. I haven't had any problem. It's smooth sailing. So a few minutes go by, and then finally I get my passport back. Now I had to actually remind him, like, the man was still standing like next to like my side of the car with the door closed with my passport, and he wasn't still going in it or like looking at it or whatever. But I was like, I need my passport, because he was like, y'all can go ahead and go. He was like letting us know that he'll let us go. So then he gave me my passport after I mentioned it. I don't think he was trying to keep it or nothing like that. I just think he honestly did forget. And then the driver gets back in the car and was like, he had to give him money for him to let us go, because technically, I guess he wasn't supposed to be driving me. I should have been driven by a person with a certain kind of tag. So just be aware that at least at the point that I am here, that has been a thing. And I guess that's how things are when it comes to maneuvering around here. As far as me thinking back to other trips that I've taken and solo traveling and getting around, I usually try to book transportation through either the hotel or like trusted travel groups that can take me like from the airport to here. Or if I have an excursion booked, they usually have the travel already, set up and everything. But I haven't really had any problems in any other places. I feel like here it's just been a little interesting trying to understand and navigate like getting around. Anyway, we're back on the road, and I'm talking to the driver and just like asking a few questions, and he's kind of filling me in like on his own without me even asking, like just let me know what's going on, because my mood changed. But it wasn't anything where it's like just completely took me over to the next level. Like, I was still chill, I was still calm, but I just wanted to know, like, what's the deal? What's the deal? First, I didn't know if they were all just in on it. Then I didn't know, like, it's just, I had my antennas up. So we finally get to the excursion. All is well. All is fine. The volcano mud thing is really nice. Apparently it has like 51 minerals inside of it. It feels good. And they also will massage you. That's a part of the tour. So if you don't want to be massaged, you don't have to be massaged. But they're looking to be tipped. And again, like I said earlier, the tip was covered in the payment for the excursion. And then there's a guy that's already, as soon as you get out the car, he was already ready to grab my phone and camera and film me. That's a part of the excursion because he wants to be tipped. I guess most people want pictures and videos while they are doing the thing, and I would not recommend getting in there with your camera because it's just, that stuff is everywhere. So that is nice that they do offer that, but they expect to be tipped. I was supposed to receive a meal there, but at that point the man had went home that was, I guess, cooking and serving the food, but I still was able to get the coconut water, which was good. Me and the other people had to get out because it started to like drizzle and rain a little bit. So then they walk you to go get in the water. It's natural water. They walk you to go get into the natural water. And then these ladies come and wash all the stuff off of you. Or as much as they can. Get all the stuff off of you. And then after that, you're supposed to go eat. But just the experience of actually being in the mud feels nice. And was a good experience. And the views up top, phenomenal. The views up top are gorgeous. Okay, that made it worth the trip. Oh y'all, see, this is the thing, sometimes I don't be afraid to say what needs to be said. I can already tell, like, at first, like, these people were talking crap, the people that actually work there. So I can like pinpoint the guys that were like, the guy that was filming and the guy that was carrying my other stuff. I can like pinpoint little stuff being said. And so when I was walking out of the water, he said something and I knew it was smart. And I told his little friend, I said, I know y'all talking about me. Y'all, that man, first of all, he was acting like he didn't understand English, but he understood that, and he froze. He froze. And then he kind of like, oh, no, he just loco. I was like, no, I'm not stupid how you think I am. He's not loco. Y'all, that man froze and was like, oh, no, did you enjoy the volcano? Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. Are you liking Colombia? Yeah, I'm having a good time. But I wanted you to know that I knew you was talking crap. Okay? So anyway, finally back on the road. So I had to sit in the front. Basically, he was hoping that we wouldn't get, stopped again. So I sat in the front and I could tell the driver was like a little like, not uncomfortable in a bad way, but like uncomfortable. Like I said before, it was like he was looking for his wife. Okay, and so I think he kind of felt like, oh, maybe this could, like, let me see what this could be or something like that. And the driver asked through the translating app, do I have any kids? Now, again, I'm already telling you that I felt like this man is looking to see if or maybe he wasn't looking for a wife, but he was looking for a woman, okay? And so I'm like, no, I don't have any kids. And then I'm just like responding back. So at this point, I kind of know like what's going on, but it's also like, I do not believe that the person for me is in Colombia. I am not interested in anything long distance, and we are using the translator app to communicate. So I couldn't even imagine having to do that in a relationship with somebody, and then on top of that be across the world. And then it just continued on. He told me about his parents and stuff like that. All of that to say, because I feel like this is already a long dragged out story about what happened today. all of that to say, a lot has happened today. A lot that just I was not expecting. But anyway, after I got back to the hotel, I want to say that was around 7 o'clock. I found this place here that has a pizza hamburger, but I was craving fried wings again. And they also had, based off of what Google said, fried wings. So I Ubered to the place, and the place did not really have much for me to order, and they didn't have the things that I wanted to order. So I was like, you know what, I'm about to go back to Bora Tropical. So I went back there because I have been craving fried chicken wings all day today. Yesterday the wings were phenomenal. Today they were still good. I feel like yesterday they tasted a little better, but nevertheless the wings were good. And then I wanted to try the empanadas there. Y'all, the food here is so cheap. So I tried the empanadas today. I only ate like one or two of those. They do have potato in it, but I ordered the beef one. It has like beef, meat, and potatoes. I felt like more potato was in it than beef. But when I did like the conversion, it's like $2 something. I think it's worth just like trying and tasting different things if you have the money to, or if you would like to, if you travel here, because I feel like the food here is so affordable. And then I wanted to try the rice and chicken dish again. I don't have the name right now, but basically I believe it's the same dish that I had yesterday from Boca Rica. I'm gonna be honest and say I loved it from Boca Rica. I liked it from Sabor Tropical. I feel like they're both good in their own right, but if I want to go to like a nice restaurant and have it, I will go to Boca Rica. If I just want some good food, I will go to Sabor Tropical. And their rice, I call it the rice, but the chicken and rice that they have there is good too. So it's just really preference. And now I'm finally back in the room, you guys. I'm about to go do like a deep cleanse and shower and get ready for this excursion in the morning. I am going to a Bora Beach Club. I've been seeing a lot about that actually, and so I wanted to go there. They do have an excursion too here where you can like island hop to 4 different islands, but I'd rather just go to one stationary place and have my place on the beach and have my food and the drinks and all of that all in one space versus trying to hop at different places. I feel like that would take away from me actually just being able to just relax and enjoy tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow, y'all. So I need to get up super early. So I'm about to finish my wings because I brought them back, some of them back because the place closed, and then I will check in with you guys in the morning. Thank you for listening to my long stories, and I hope they all came together, y'all. I was just trying to bring back all the details and everything from what happened.
Just and I really want vex, no more stress, cause Baba got blessings.
Good morning, y'all. I am about to head out. I just made some coffee. I have to leave in like the next couple of minutes to catch a ride to the port. I just needed like a minute or two to calm down. Not calm down, but you know, like trying to hurry up and get ready. I got up 30 minutes before I needed to leave. So I'm about to quickly drink this and then I'm gonna head downstairs and get an Uber. So from Cartagena it's going to be, I think it's like a 45-minute ride to Bora Beach Club. I want to say island, but I don't want to confuse anybody. It's not literally the Bora Island, but it's about 45 minutes to the island to be able to even be on the island, and then 45 minutes back. I have seen some reviews basically saying that it was a rough ride and you know all that stuff, but I'm not really picky when it comes to little things like that. I understand I'm in a boat, I'm on the water, sometimes it might be choppy, so that's not a problem for me. I just want to make sure I make it on time. It's probably like 6:58 right now. I haven't checked the time, but I'm just guessing, and I have to be at the port at 7:30. We're supposed to leave at like 7:45, 8:30ish. It's hot out here already. I'm already sweating, but let me finish my coffee and yeah, we'll continue this thing. I'll check back in later. It's hot, y'all. It's hot with the AC on.
No, I'm not being cocky, never been too chatty. On this vivid journey, Baba God got me. So we come first, no bad man test. Now we they come next, no contest. S on my chest, and I really want vex. No more stress, cause Baba God blessing.
How many you bro? Wow.
Blessings, blessings fall on me. Da 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 da. Stresses go away. Da 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 da. Introduction, catch me at your function. No discussion when we done the mic on. Lights, camera, and then we action. Get our vibes on, spitting like a python. I'm an icon, picture perfect Nikon. Oluwa put the lights on, I put the mic on. In fashion, rocking high fashion. No fiction, it's a real life vision. Blessings, blessings, blessings fall on me. Da 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 da. Stresses, stresses go away. Da 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 da. Papi. No, I'm not being cocky, never been too chatty. On this vivid journey, Baba God got me. So we come first, no bad man test. Now we they come next, no contest. S on my chest, and I really want vex. No more stress, cause Baba got blessings. Blessings, blessings fall on me. Da 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 da. Stresses go away. Da 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 da. Original.
Hey y'all, so I am back in the room. I have been here probably a couple hours. At this point, I got back from Bora, called an Uber back to the hotel and was just resting. Y'all, I really love Bora. Oh, let me make sure I say this again. Bora Beach Club, in case you're watching this and thinking Bora the island. But I love Bora Beach Club. I had a time today at Bora Beach Club. So basically it is, obviously it's a beach club like I'm sure most beach clubs, but I just felt like that one gave like a more like elevated kind of feel. Like, I don't want to say upscale, like people were walking around, you know, their nose tooted up, but it just had more of like it wasn't like super turned up, I guess is the best way to say it. So if you want to go on vacation and you still like having the music and maybe having your drink or food and talking to the people that you have coming with you, or if you go solo but you just want like an experience where you can just walk around, you can dance, you can go get in the ocean, something like that, something that's cute and chill, and you also get a meal there. So I love that that was covered, but I still ordered food and that food was good. I had chicken and I had beef empanadas, y'all, phenomenal. I had a coffee kind of like around the morning time when I got there, and then I had a pina colada. Pina colada wasn't bad. It wasn't like what I'm used to as far as when I like pina coladas, but the pina colada was not bad. The service was so well, so they had like people assigned to your bed, and those people will come and service you and make sure you get all your food that you want. So I loved that about it. So you didn't have to just keep grabbing random people to order stuff. They kind of stayed in the section that you were in, who was assigned to you, so that he can take care of you and or her. I had a great time, y'all. I stayed in the water probably about at least a good 2 hours, probably more than that. I love being in the water. I love when it's see-through and you can see what's happening in the water. And the meal that they provided was good also. It was rice, it was chicken, a little salad that they make, and plantain chips, and the juice that they had was really good. I feel like it was ginger in the juice. It kind of tasted like maybe like something, it was like a light juice where it wasn't like super sugary. It just kind of tasted like a good healthy kind of juice. But if you don't want that, you can order what you want. And again, everything at the Bora Beach Club as far as food and drinks and all of that, to me it was still very affordable. I want to say the prices were pretty close to what I've seen at the restaurants here in Colombia, maybe a little bit more, but honestly I want to say it's about the same. Like, you still can get a good value for your money eating at the beach club there. Anyway, you guys, I'm about to head out and I'm about to go get some dinner. The restaurant that I'm about to go eat at is called Nami, Nami. I saw that they have Asian food, and I love me some Asian food. So I am about to go see, you know, what the deal is there. And yeah, I'm gonna come back to the hotel. I gotta get up early, kind of. Well, technically I don't, but I would like to get up early so that I can get a workout in. I was supposed to work out, you know, this vacation, and I kept pushing it off, and I was tired. I wanted to rest, but I would like to get up and, you know, hopefully maybe work out. And then I want to go get breakfast at one of these restaurants down the streets, look for something to eat before leaving out for my flight. So alright, y'all, I need to go get an Uber, get a ride to Nami, and yeah, let's go see what this restaurant looks like. I'll try to get as much footage as I can without being like, you know, all over the place and causing a scene.
I don't see him, I know they ain't here. I mean, never back then you ain't care. But I look like begging and wishing. I step up my business, I gotta stay play. See, we tryna live out these dreams. You scared to take risks, but we taking it there. Elevating, you taking the stairs. Only compare me to face in the mirror. You ain't know well, I'm making it clear. The way that you move, don't sit right with my spirit. Been running your mouth for so long. You thought I ain't know, but I promise I hear it. Used to trip on what they thought about me the moment I'm winning.
Good morning, you guys. It is time for me to leave. I got up this morning and just got dressed and went to a coffee shop because I wanted to make sure that I had a little something to eat before I get into the airport, because I did not know, you know, if I'll be able to eat before my flight or in between that time of catching my flight after the one I have to get on in a little bit. I don't think that I filled you guys in on the restaurant last night, Nami. That restaurant was so good. The restaurant was amazing, from the coconut lemonade to the cherry lemonade to the sweet sliders to the Mongolian beef. It was perfection. It was greater than I expected, and again, very affordable. Only thing was I woke up in the middle of the night and my stomach was hurting. But the food was good and it was prepared really well, so I definitely would go back there. But the trip is over. The trip is over. I had a really good time and I enjoyed being here, and I am just getting back on just to log off and in this vlog. I tried to capture as much as I could, but I feel like a lot of the trip, even though I was exploring, a lot of the trip was me relaxing also. So I hope you guys enjoyed this travel vlog, and yeah, if you decide to go here, let me know, and let me know some of the things that you plan to do or have done. Alright y'all, so if you have not noticed, I'm still in Colombia. So I don't know what the true story is. Somebody said that the plane went to Miami. Somebody else said that it just wasn't safe for everyone to get on the plane. I don't know the true story, but I doubt they're gonna tell us if, you know, it was a mess up on their part. So it was a lot of people scheduled to go on the flight to Atlanta. Everybody was up in arms trying to figure out what's going on. So the flight got canceled. I won't be leaving tomorrow until like 10 o'clock in the morning. Right now, I think it's like 4 something. I've been in the airport all day, y'all, and it's no real restaurants, or it's not a lot of options to eat in that airport. So I was getting annoyed. I'm like, I need food. And the flights that were left were like, I would have had to still leave basically tomorrow, because my flight was supposed to be at 2 something earlier today. I got to the airport around 11 something, so I sat all up until that time, and then I saw that there was a delay till 4 p.m. Then the delay went to 7 o'clock tonight. Then the flight got canceled. So it was just like back to back to back to back. Whatever hope I thought I had to make it back today, it just wasn't happening. So it turns out they canceled the flight, and they're basically giving everybody free hotel stay, and they're supposed to cover our food and all of that. So all is well. But what I do want to tell y'all, I'm not going to tell y'all right now because I'm starving and I need to go get some food. So I'm about to get an Uber and go back out somewhere just to find something to eat. They are going to give us dinner here, but I need to eat now. I cannot wait until later to eat dinner. And then I will tell y'all everything that happened at the airport. It's so, I don't even want to say crazy, but it's so amazing how things just happen in life. So I ended up running into this couple that's the girl, she lived in my hometown, and the way we even started talking was kind of like just random. It wasn't like, or maybe it wasn't random, but it wasn't like anything planned. And then we just started talking, same birthdays. It's just like all the things, you know, when something is just like, that is like, there's no way. We'll talk about it later though. Right now I need to get some food in my system, and I need to find a place to eat. I was getting like kind of annoyed because I was like, if I was gonna have to stay in that airport for 24 hours, there's no way. No way. I think I saw maybe one restaurant. The rest is like places that sell chips and water, or maybe there are restaurants, but I didn't see any on the path that I walked. And you know, when you go to the airport, a lot of airports have different options for food, so I didn't see all of that in this airport. And I couldn't have imagined just sleeping in the airport for that airport at least for 24 hours. I'm going to show you this hotel in case you care about what it looks like if you want to book or anything. I also am going to go get in the pool. I thought about maybe going to the beach or something, but it's already 4 o'clock, and I just want to stay around the hotel, not go too far off and start getting into other stuff. And, you know, since everything is kind of like shifted and all that, they gave us a room in the Holiday Inn. Okay, y'all, when you first walk in the room, you have a mirror right here. And then the bathroom is over here. I like that it's in a whole, the toilet and all that is in a whole different area. You can close the door. And this is the shower. Let's see. You do get a closet and all of that, which is nice. They put me in a double bedroom, which does not matter to me. And then you have a desk over here in case you want to work. And then this is the view. This is a really nice view. It's cute on WhatsApp. You get the highway view. All right. This hotel, I don't really know exactly where it's at, but it doesn't seem to be like in the area. Well, it is actually in the same area, the Boca Grande area, but it's just not like, it doesn't seem like a lot of interesting stuff is like right next to it. I really love the area of the Hilton because there were some restaurants down the street, and then also I felt like even with the Ubers, it didn't take much to get me to the restaurants and new places. So now, you know, I don't know, I just want to go look on Google and see what pops up, what looks good. Maybe I'll go on TikTok because TikTok usually has good suggestions. I just want some really good food, and I as good as Boca Rica was, I just want to go somewhere new. I just want to try somewhere new. I think I told y'all already, last night my stomach was upset, and I have heard about that before, like happening. Like some people, when they have gone to Colombia, like, you know, it messes with their GI stuff, the flora and all of that. But once I used the bathroom in the middle of the night, waking up out of my sleep, once, it was very uncomfortable, okay, very uncomfortable. But once I used the bathroom, I was fine. It wasn't like continuous into the day. All right, not that y'all need to know that information, but it wasn't anything like too much. All right, y'all, I need to like change or something. I'm so sweaty, tired, and all the things. Okay, y'all, I have changed and put on makeup so I can go get dinner. I feel so good. I found a restaurant that I'm gonna go to. It's called Marina Origines. I saw this place on TikTok and it looked cute, it looked nice. Whatever the girl ordered, it looked good. I love going out to eat at places that look aesthetic and that just give you like a certain feel. Apparently they have music and stuff. I love eating at restaurants that have music. I'm about to go. I'll show y'all what I'm wearing, and then I need to get my Uber. So I do believe it's a dressy restaurant, but this is all I had left in my luggage. So these are just some shorts. They have ruffles and stuff on them, and then I just have on this top. This is a set from Shein. This actually was supposed to go with me on my last vacation, but I was able to wear it for this one. I had a reason to wear it. I have on my Glamaholic lifestyle bag, and these shoes are from Shein.
You ain't know while I'm making it clear. The way that you move, don't sit right in my spirit. Been running your mouth for so long, you thought I ain't know, but I promise I hear it. Used to trip on what they thought about me. The moment I went up is when I stopped caring. My time on this earth, I'ma cherish, cause we here today, but tomorrow could perish. Keep it being, they stand on my G, I might fly out to Paris, They don't do it like me, they don't do it like we, they just do it generic, I just do what I know, they just do it for show, so they make me embarrassed, I don't stop, I just go, making moves on the law, keep nice so it's scary, Agent D, I'm observing these lift-ups, killing time, I'm just getting my, More the time it's JG with my kicks on, eating ramen right next to Obacha, in the States I would hit it with hot sauce, then he caught me a whip with the top off, I'm the realest, they really some.
Alright, y'all, so let's try airport day number 2. I'm getting home today. First of all, before I go, I want to quickly say I love Marina, the restaurant last night. Gorgeous. If you're a person that loves a nice atmosphere, aesthetic, gorgeous. It does have like a lounge feel. It does have loud music. I actually really like the music that they were playing. It was like the R&B, hip hop. That's more of my vibe when I go out and you just want to do you, I feel like that is a nice restaurant to go to. And I'm pretty sure it's popular. Based off of just looking at it, it looks like it's pretty popular, especially on the weekends and at night and stuff. I also love that they have a coffee bar in the front part of the restaurant. I think it's open from like 8 to 5. It's not open all night, but that's still a nice addition to have. And y'all, I do not play when it comes to good food. I ended up getting the short rib, and I got this croquette. It actually had short rib meat in it also, and cheese, basically like a mozzarella stick with short rib meat in it. Y'all, it was worth it. I couldn't even finish all my food because I was kind of full, so I had leftovers to take back. It was worth it even just to eat half of it. So good. And my favorite drink that has been here in Colombia, it's not an alcoholic drink, but it's pretty common around here. It's called it's a coconut lemonade, and they bring it to you frozen, so it's kind of like slushy. Not slushy because it's more smoother and creamier, but yeah, it's like blended. So good. I probably had at least 5 of those on this trip. I've ordered multiple ones at the different restaurants that I have been at, and they all have been good. They all have tasted the same. Amazing. Anyway, you guys, I probably have like 12 to 15 minutes right now to get downstairs, maybe grab a bite to eat because they are paying for breakfast, and then I need to catch the shuttle to get back to the airport. Okay, I am not staying in Colombia another day. I'm ready to go home. Alright, but I will fill you guys in on the details of the airport when I get home.
These dreams you scared to take risks, we'll be taking it there. Elevating, you taking the stairs. Only compare me to facing the mirror.
Hey y'all, so I'm finally back from Colombia. It's been a whole week already. But I wanted to come in and close off this vlog. I felt like the end of it kind of just happened so crazily. Honestly, I feel like a lot of the things I know at this point that happened in my life, there's a lesson for me to get from it. And so the whole flight delay and, well, really cancellation and all of that, I feel like was a whole lesson for me. Literally, one of the ladies that was on the plane, I was just like talking to her like, you know, I'm trying to get home and blah 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 blah. And one of the things that came out of her mouth was, sometimes you gotta just go with the flow. And I kind of already felt like this situation was supposed to teach me something. If you have been following my journey, this point, I'm tired of the lessons. I'm tired of the the things to learn from. And then this was the part that was so like, this could not be a coincidence. So when everybody that was sitting in the airport that was coming to go backwards through the airport to go back through TSA so we could just get out the airport and get our hotel room from the airline and all of that, I saw this girl and she looked like pretty friendly, like I could talk to her, and she had a guy with her, so I just went and started talking to her a little bit, like, hey, what's going on? Because I never formally talked to anybody. It had been a while since I talked to somebody about what was going on. At that point, they didn't give any details on what they were gonna do, and so she was just like, let me know, like, we have to get a hotel through the airline and transportation to the hotel and all the things. She looked out for me. Her and the guy that she was with, they were like waiting for me and looking out for me. I honestly, after I asked a few questions, didn't expect them to actually, you know, like look out for me and wait around. So that was just cool, you know, like in today's time, people don't care. So the fact that, you know, they were like even through going back through TSA and everything, they were kind of like lingering around and waited for me. I was like shocked, like and it wasn't on any funny business or anything. So her boyfriend goes and like tries to, like, you know, talking to the people back at the flight desk once we got back through reversal through TSA. And so he was like handling things and she was like standing with me and we were talking. So it turns out the girl lives where I live. Turns out the girl is I think she's like a year under me. Both of our names start with a D. We have the same birthday. She had mentioned when her birthday was, and I was like, that's when my birthday is. Like, I opened my passport just to let you know, this is not, I'm not lying, because everything was sounding like, this is too good to be true. Anybody could be coming to Colombia. So what are the odds that you meet somebody that lives where you live and same birthday, and y'all talk and, you know, hit it off and stuff. So she was like telling me that the guy that she was with, that was like their first official date actually being in Colombia. Like, they had a trip together. Like, before that, they like talked, and I guess, you know, like talk, I guess, over the weeks and everything. And I even told her this. I was like, you are brave. You are brave for this to be like your first date. Like, I don't know how would have done it, you know? It's a lot going on out here, okay? So I was like, you're so brave. And I was like, but that's just like, in itself is, to me, interesting and like intriguing and cool. Like, for somebody to be that like willing to find love, willing to love, and, you know, I just thought that was so different. It kind of reminded me of all the like reality shows, like the Love Island and I honestly have not watched that show, but I keep hearing about it. Me and trying to keep up with all the shows, it's just, my life is like, I just finished the Nelly and Ashanti thing. But it just reminds me of like all the reality shows, like the 90 Day Fiance and the people that all these love shows, you know, the kind that kind of like now today's time. We know the blueprint was Flavor of Love, so all those shows like that. Not saying that their situation is anything like that. They both seem like really good, respectable, and they seem like they hit it off, and it just seemed like this, it was just so brave to me. Like, I just thought that was so brave. So it was just nice to see somebody, and they looked out for me. So yeah, honestly, I may reach out to her and maybe we can hang out. We did swap numbers and everything. It's just like with all the stuff that was going on the trip, I was just ready to go. But anyway, you guys, my whole thing was that couldn't have just been a coincidence. But I'm about to end this travel vlog, even though this part isn't really traveling. But I'm about to end this travel vlog. I love Colombia. I definitely would go back to Colombia. I may want to try like a different area in Colombia. The prices, top tier, okay? I think that's the first place I've traveled where I feel like it's been cheap. I mean, granted, it's not cheap over there because that's like their norm. But for me, from where I was coming from, that was cheap. My hotel, very affordable. Just all of it, very affordable. Even the flight, I feel like, was very affordable. I still felt safe. I didn't feel threatened like somebody was, you know, coming to, you know, get me, and you get what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that, you know, that's not something to still be on alert about, but I had a good time. The only annoyance was just the flight situation. People were friendly to me. There are some places I have visited, and it's like people will see you and you can tell that they don't like you for no reason. But that was a place where I felt very seen and people were nice. Anyway, I don't know when the next video will be up, but I will see you guys later, or you guys will see me when you see me. Thanks for watching. Bye.
For so long, you thought I ain't know, but I promise I hear it. Used to trip on what they thought about me. The moment I went up is when I stopped caring. My time on this earth, I'ma cherish, cause we here today, but tomorrow could